Hi guys! Today we're going to dive into one of my favorite topics because I'm a huge Disney nerd, and a lot of you have been asking what's in my Disney bag. So such a great thing to cover. I feel like I have a lot of tips and tricks on this. I grew up in Orlando and now I live near Disneyland and I have an annual pass and I go a lot. So I have a lot I want to share with you. First, I'll just quickly apologize. I'm a huge nerd. I just wanted to wear my ears. My favorite ears are by this brand called Imaginext. They make them on 3D printers and then they're magnetic, so you can like change them out. Look at this one, it's Cinderella's carriage. They're so pretty. Every time I go to the parks, people ask me about where my ears are from, and then I always get a kick out of like showing them that they detach. But that said, they're really sturdy. So I'll do a whole nother video on like my ear collection if you're interested. But for today, wearing these Cinderella ears from Imaginext. I have a Cinderella necklace from Disneyland. It's so cute. And this is a Cinderella spirit jersey from Disneyland. It's just like a big, oversized, comfy jersey. I love it. I have little Mickey ears on my Apple Watch. I will link those. Anyway, I'll try to link everything I'm gonna talk about. But this is my hypothetical Disney outfit for today, and I will show you what's in my bag. So I have a system for this, of course. You guys, those of you who know me know I have a system for like everything, and especially Disney, because in my opinion, you really like have to be careful about how you prepare for your Disney day, or else you might set yourself up for disappointment, which would suck because it's so expensive and it's a big special thing. So the more prepared you are, the better day you'll have, in my opinion. So my system is to bring 2 bags. This is what I carry all day. Is this really cute backpack from H&M. Has little Mickey ears on it, has a little Mickey hand. And it's very lightweight, so I just carry this around all day like my purse. Then I also bring a full-size backpack. Let me say, if I'm just going for a couple hours, because we are pass holders, so sometimes we'll just go like on a whim, I would just bring this. But if we're going for like a full day, open to close, then I bring in the reserves in this big backpack, and we would usually get a locker for this. So I will show you what's in everything. We don't have kids, so I'm sure if you do, you'll need to add some things for that. But I do like to be really, really overly prepared for everything in life. If you've ever seen my what's in my purse videos, you know that, but especially for Disney. So in the outside pocket of this little backpack, I have my essentials. So first, if you know me, I always have a good hand cream. This one is great because it has SPF 40, so it's even higher SPF than the one I usually use on an everyday basis. But when you're at Disney, you're getting so much sun exposure, and obviously you think about protecting your face, but do you think about protecting your hands? Every time you wash your hands, you can put lotion with SPF back on. I also have a thing of hand sanitizer in that outer pocket, and then I have 2 lip products. So I don't go crazy like touching up I don't wear like a perfect lipstick to Disney because I just don't want to spend time touching it up. So I'll just bring something low maintenance like a lip gloss. This is by Fenty Beauty. It's so pretty. It's what I have on now. And then of course I bring my favorite lip balm. This is Agave by Bite Beauty, and it's so good. And sometimes I get really chapped lips at Disney, so I kind of alternate these 2 things. I keep everything right there so it's super accessible, because all day I'm like sanitizing my hands, moisturizing my hands, and moisturizing my lips. Then in here are all the other go-tos that I need all day. So right on top, I have my husband's sunglasses. So I keep his sunglasses with my sunglasses, and I offer them to him whenever I grab my sunglasses. I just grab his. These are the ones, I wear these like everywhere. I love them so much, but they're by the Specs brand. And they're like a pink metallic reflective aviator. So cute for Disney pictures. I love these. And you have to have sunglasses when you go to Disney. You're gonna be in the sun for so long. You gotta protect your eyes. So those are a must. Then I have this cool water bottle. It squishes down to like nothing, but it's actually a full-size water bottle. And when you fill it up, it expands. And I'll just clip this on my bag or keep it inside my bag. The good tip about Disney is that you can refill your water bottles like everywhere. Not only are there water fountains, but in the restaurants, they usually have a special little spigot for refilling your water bottles. So this one's from Amazon. It has a nice wide mouth. You can easily just refill it, not spend $6 for every bottle of water. And you've gotta stay hydrated. It's so, so key at Disney. So I highly recommend something like this. I'll link it. It's just from Amazon. Then this is my wallet at Disney. If you've seen my other videos, I usually use a whole agenda as a wallet actually, But when I'm going to Disney, I keep it super simple. So I have this cute pouch I actually got at Sephora by Wander Beauty. And it looks like little gold lips. And it's inside. I have my annual pass. Look how pretty it is. There's like a sparkly overlay. I got it on Etsy for like $5. It's basically just sparkly contact paper though. So you could totally deck out your annual pass. I have my annual pass and my hubby's. I have this little card to play games at Pixar Pier, which is really fun because Nate likes to win me stuffed animals. I have my cash. I work off of a cash budget. I have whole videos on that if you want to know. But so I typically have like a Disney budget or like a amount of cash for the day, and I just bring that cash and that's all I can spend at Disney because Disney gets crazy. I have my ID and I do have a card for like emergencies, just because Disney is like such a big ordeal. You don't want to get out to your car at like midnight and find you have a flat tire and you spent all your cash at Disney. So I do bring a card for emergencies, but other than that, I don't want to bring a lot that I can lose. You know, like I keep it as simple as possible with my wallet, and then I just put change back in here throughout the day. Okay, this is my little pouch of essentials. So I have wet wipes because you never know when you need to like wipe down your table, your chair, your hands, yourself, your husband, your kids. These just really come in handy. I have a thing of sunscreen, of course. Like I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys, like you have to protect your skin while you're at Disney. This is a cute little sunscreen for SPF 45. And then this is my favorite way to use SPF at Disney. This is the Setting Mist Sunscreen by Supergoop. And it's a spray, and you can just put it on right on top of your makeup. And it kind of keeps you looking dewy. It keeps your makeup in place, which is super fun if you're like me and you like to kind of get cute for a Disney day, and just that's part of the fun, right? So I love that mist, and I will re-mist myself throughout the day a lot because you've got to reapply your sunscreen. So, and I'm always trying to get my husband to do that too. Okay, the next thing in this bag is this pouch, and I keep this pouch in all of my purses. Whenever I switch purses, I just lift this out and I move this plus my wallet into the new bag. So these are like my essentials every day, but especially at Disney. First thing I have is a little hairbrush by the Wet Brush brand. And I love this because after a roller coaster, your hair will get super knotted. So it's better if you can just kind of throughout the day manage any tangles that pop up. I have not one, but 2 phone chargers. And I seriously recommend when you go to Disney, have a phone charger per phone in your party. Like everybody needs one because your phone will die at Disney, 100% guaranteed. There's not great reception because everybody's like battling for it, and you're on your phone all the time checking like the Disney app, the wait times, texting people, taking pictures, your phone will die. So these are my favorite. They're called Fuel Rod, and there's actually like dispensing machines of these in Disneyland. So you can buy one, I think it was $30 for one. But the cool thing is it comes fully charged, ready to go, and then anytime you come across one of these like vending machines, you can trade it in for a fully charged one. So every time I go to Disney, I just trade these out. I never really, you can charge them at home if you need to, but you never really need to. Like airports have them. They're all over the place. So it's a really cool little company where you can just exchange it. I feel like this is a good time to mention nothing in this video is sponsored. None of my videos are ever sponsored because I like to just give you guys my 100% real honest opinion. So I just really like these and everything else I'm talking about. I'm not like plugging anything. Okay, next up in this bag, I have a sketchy little Ziploc of gum and mints because I just find this takes up less room than having the actual package of gum. I have a thing of tissues, totally necessary, especially if you go to the live Frozen show and you cry a little bit. Okay, this is a little package of Cold Calm. I talk about this a lot. It's a homeopathic cold remedy that I swear by. Like, knock on wood, I haven't gotten a cold since I started using this stuff. And as soon as you get the first sore throat, like the second you notice it, you start popping these guys and you won't catch a cold. So I never go to Disney without those because there's so many germs, and sometimes I'll get a sore throat like immediately. Like I'll touch something germy and then I'll get a sore throat. So you just want to be prepared. I have eye drops for my contacts. I highly recommend bringing these if you do wear contacts because it's a long day and your eyes could get really irritated and tired and dry. Stain Stick by Tide, definitely necessary. You don't want to mess up your cute Disney outfit. I have a couple Band-Aids in here, just because I always do. I have a tampon in here. I have another thing of hand sanitizer, hairband, so essential. I hate going to Disney and realizing I don't have one of these. Because at some point you're gonna get hot, you're gonna wanna put your hair up, or you're gonna be on a ride and you need to get it out of your face or whatever. I have a pocket knife. Actually, I need to take this out because that's not allowed through security, but I just usually have it with me. I have a little baggie of Advil and some Dramamine because I do get motion sickness, and I have a few little things of Tums. So this is kind of my carry with me all day emergency bag. So if anything comes up, I'm prepared. And then the last thing in this backpack is a jacket. And how cool is it that that was that portable? It's stuffed way in the bottom. It's very lightweight, but this thing is so warm. It's from Uniqlo. You know, they make the coolest, warmest jackets that just squish down to nothing. I love this jacket. I bring it everywhere because I'm one of those people who's always, always cold. And especially, again, this is like Disneyland versus Walt Disney World. You will get cold at Disneyland at night. Like, the temperature always drops here. Sometimes in the summer, you reach a point where it does never get that cold, but usually I definitely need this. If not by nightfall, then inside, because Disney will pump the AC in all of their buildings, which feels great in like the heat of day, but I get cold. So I always have a jacket with me. I also usually have a flannel around my waist because it's all about layering. So if you're like me and you do tend to get cold, I highly recommend that. Okay, on to this big bad boy right here. Like I said, when I'm going for like a full day, I like to bring my whole big backpack so I'm prepared for anything. This is a really cute backpack from Vans. They did a Disney collection. So it has little 101 Dalmatians on it. I love them, they're so cute. So this backpack comes in handy, but I usually leave it in a locker because the stuff that's in here isn't stuff, like everything I showed you, I might need that at any given moment. I might need like sunscreen or hand sanitizer or to charge my phone. So I always want to keep those things on me all day, whereas these things are like, if something comes up, we got to go to the locker because that's where we're most prepared. So I'll show you what's in here, but first I just want to tell you lockers are, I think, $7 for the day, which is obviously a bummer, but there are some hacks for that. Like at Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, the other park here, next to the water ride, River Rapids, I think it's called, White River Rapids, next to the big raft ride, there are free lockers for 2 hours. So you could kind of beat the system if you use those lockers in like 2-hour increments. Just throwing that out there. There's always like little tips. If you just want to like get a break from carrying your bag for 2 hours, you can use that. Or if you don't mind swinging it, I think it's worth it to have a full-size locker too throughout the day. It's just like if you do any shopping, you can stash your stuff in there. It really comes in handy. Okay, so the outer pocket of this backpack has something that's absolutely essential, especially if you're going to Walt Disney World in Orlando, and that's a poncho. I got this at Target, I think, for like $1. You can get them even cheaper on Amazon. Obviously they're not cool or fun. Ponchos are awful, but this will save you in the Orlando rain because it does rain like every single day in Orlando. So if you're going to Walt Disney World, you have to bring ponchos or else you'll wind up spending like $20 on cute Disney ones that it's not really worth it because you're just gonna throw them away. So I bring this even to Disneyland where there's pretty much 0% chance of rain because on the water rides, it's awesome. Like this has a hood. So I will go on a water ride looking like this lady right here because I don't want to mess up my hair or my outfit. And it works great. So throw a poncho on if you're going to get on a water ride. I have this just because it's so cute. This is my little Cinderella chapstick. Like the chapstick rotates out. And it's not my favorite lip balm, unfortunately, but I just think it's adorable. So it matched my outfit, you know? Here's another thing that I think is kind of non-negotiable for Disney, and this is a blanket. So cool, look how portable it is. It folds up to like the size of a deck of cards. This is by Matador brand, I will put the link. But the reason I recommend you bring a blanket is not because of the chilly night, but because if you're gonna do a parade, you should really put a blanket down on the ground. So this folds out huge. I mean, I can't even get it all on camera, but it's like a really nice sized blanket. And I recommend having this so that you can like stake your area for the parade and mark it down with this. So that way, like as people start to pack in right before the parade happens, you have a way of like outlining your territory basically. And then also just so you don't have to sit on the dirty ground. It's just a lifesaver. So I definitely recommend doing that if you plan to sit on the ground for the parade or the fireworks or anything like that. All right, inside of this bag, here's what we've got. Always I bring a lot of pouches within my bags. I just feel like it's more organized that way. All right, so the first pouch is snacks. I have 2 things of trail mix and 2 power bars in here. I honestly don't go crazy packing the snacks usually because there's so much good, tempting food at Disneyland. The chances are everybody in your party is gonna wanna try different foods. And I usually find no matter, like I'll work really hard to bring healthy snacks and everybody will just wanna go buy food there. But if you do wanna be healthier and if you do wanna save money, it's so key to bring your own food to Disneyland. So I just have these snacks in case we're in line and somebody is like, gets starving, lightheaded or something. But overall, we do tend to enjoy the Disney food when we're there. All right, this is kind of an emergency pack of things that on past Disney trips, it has come up that like somebody in my party needed one of these things, so I always bring these to be extra, extra prepared. So, backup sunscreen, you cannot cover yourself enough, I'm telling you guys. More Band-Aids, because somebody's probably gonna get a blister. And actually I'm out of it right now, but they make a liquid Band-Aid that's really good for blister prevention. This is kind of TMI, but I have baby powder in case anybody starts chafing. I'm just saying, you know, you gotta be prepared. Another weird thing you gotta be prepared for, I have toenail clippers. Because once I was with some friends and her toenails were long and like, it was uncomfortable because you're gonna walk 20,000, 30,000 steps in a day at Disney. Like it's so much walking. So if somebody forgot to trim their toenails, I'm just saying, you gotta be covered as a hairband flies out. I have emery boards because if you break a nail and then you have like a jagged nail, that can kind of be a damper on your day. This is another sunscreen actually. How cute is this? Ugh. This was by the Face Shop and they did the cutest collaboration ever with Disney. And it's just like a little sunscreen compact. So it's just pure sunscreen in there and you just dab it on kind of like makeup. It honestly didn't, like bless Nate's heart, I used this on him one day and he still got a bad sunburn. It's only SPF 34, it's not the greatest coverage, but it's just so cute. So I had to bring it for that purpose. I have Neosporin, or an off-brand. I have floss because you never know. I have extra contacts. I have Advil and Dramamine. So I get motion sickness, so sometimes I gotta pop a Dramamine on some rides or before some rides. And it's just worth bringing in case anybody in your group does get motion sickness. It helps a lot, but make sure you get the less drowsy or a non-drowsy like natural formula if you can, because that can be a huge bummer if somebody's like falling asleep at Disney. Okay, I like to get cute. Like I think it's part of the fun to have a cute outfit and a cute makeup look, but I don't actually touch up my makeup at Disney. Like once I'm there, I'm like, I just can't be troubled. But I threw this in case you are the type who would prefer to touch up as you go throughout the day. This is what I keep in my big purse. It's just all the different makeup. But some things you might want to essentially have would be powder if you want to, like if you get sweaty or oily, lip products to reapply your lipstick. Always nice to freshen up your blush so you look more alive in the photos. Makeup, perfume, deodorant, that kind of thing. I'm not gonna go through this whole bag because I've shown it in what's in my bag videos before, so you can go watch those if you're curious. Okay, now another tip for water rides. I have this Ziploc bag with socks in it. Walking around in wet socks is the worst feeling ever. I can't stand it. If you go on Splash Mountain or something and your socks get wet and then all day you're just squishing, it's so gross. So I always bring clean, dry socks for everyone in my party, and I put them in a big Ziploc bag so that if anything does get soaked on a ride and you need to like contaminate it from the rest of your stuff, keep it from contaminating the rest of your stuff, you can put it in a Ziploc bag like this. So if you know you're gonna go on a lot of water rides, I honestly might recommend bringing another shirt, just because walking around in wet clothes can really be a disappointment during the day. So factor that in. I don't really like to go on water rides, but my husband does, so we kind of talk ahead and compromise on what rides we're going on and what I need to bring. Then I bring a pair of flip-flops. I don't know about you, but my feet start to really, really hurt in basically any shoe. I don't know what it is, but I just can't wear one shoe for too long. So on a full like 18-hour day at Disney, I will sometimes switch into flip-flops at some point. and then switch back into like comfier tennis shoes at some point. So again, just factor that in, whatever's gonna be most comfortable for your feet, because it can really ruin your day if your feet are just killing you. Last thing in here is my husband's jacket. It's honestly kind of rare that he needs a jacket because he's tough, unlike me. But if anything, I will steal it if I get extra cold, or he might get a little chilly. So I just like to have layers so we all have options. Oops, things are flying. And that's it. So it's a lot. You can pick and choose what works for your group out of all this. And then I'm just gonna show you a couple alternate bags. Like instead of the black Mickey backpack, I will sometimes bring this one. It says Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and it's actually a kid's bag. There's like a little kid's hair salon at Disneyland. It's the cutest thing ever. I really want to get my hair done there. But it's called the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and I just thought this bag was adorable. It's a little drawstring bag. Drawstrings are super convenient and lightweight, easy to carry, so sometimes I'll bring this instead. And then sometimes I'll travel even lighter and just bring this gorgeous bag. Look at that, Cinderella's beautiful face. I love this bag. I think it's by, Danielle Nicole. She has an amazing line of Disney bags. They are so cute. There's one of the Beast that's just adorable. But so when I'm bringing this, it doesn't fit much at all, but sometimes I'll just put like my cell phone, which by the way, I didn't show you my phone because it was in my pocket, but I would always have my phone, happens to have a mini case on it, with me as well, obviously. So I would put my phone, my lip gloss, my hand sanitizer, my lotion, like a few easy to grab things in here, and then I would still carry the backpack because that's just not big enough for me, but it's so adorable. Okay, I think that is everything. It's a lot of stuff, but it kind of takes a village when you're going to Disney. Like I said, I truly believe in being as prepared as possible so that you just have the best day ever. Because the whole point of going to Disney is that it's the happiest place on earth, and you can't be happy if you forgot to trim your toenails, you know? So just be prepared, bring tons of sunscreen, lots of water, refill your water bottles, and I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing time if you are going to Disney. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you'll hit subscribe and stick around. I have a lot more Disney videos I want to do, like my ears collection and vlogs at Disneyland with my husband, who's hilarious, and just fun Disney adventures. Let's enjoy the happiest place on earth together. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you down below. Bye.